Hello, everyone. It's another year of International Day of our girl child. And you know how I do my things every year. I am an advocate of a girl child, and I'm proud to say that because I am actually a product of my mom. My mom nurtured me all through. So when it comes to a girl child, I don't joke with it. And I want to thank God Almighty for the opportunity for us to bring up this, for me to be here again to give my speech on another International Girls Child 2021. And I love this year topic saying digital generation, our generation. Digital generation, our generation. Let's start the speech by saying that we appreciate God for the privilege of being alive despite COVID pandemic, despite everything God say made us to witness another International Girl Child Day. And I want to say that I join the rest of the world today to commemorate the International Day of the Girl Child. This occasion every year actually brings to our memory the pains, the gains of our girl child in Nigeria. Just as in any other part of the world, on International Day of the Girl Child, we are celebrating the girls' right to education. We are aligning all the needs to eliminate all forms of discrimination against our girl child. And girls face multiple challenges because of their age, their gender, from being denied an education to being forced into child marriage. Girls face a myriad of obstacles that prevent them from realizing their full potentials. The significance of International Day of the Girl Child. And what is even the significance and why are we celebrating it? Actually, my name still remains FunmiAyinke, as you all know. Sorry I didn't introduce myself, but as you all know me already. The International Day of the Girl Child is an occasion observed internationally to actually raise awareness of the obstacles that our girl child all over the world face and to celebrate and reinforce their achievement. Girls face distinct disadvantages for being both young and female. Do you know that around 129 million girls around the world, according to the statistics, are out of school? We celebrate that, we believe that investing in girls' education not only equips girls with skills and knowledge to grow and prosper, but it helps their siblings, families, and wider community to thrive as well. I know it's even the girl child. Before I even go into that, let's even discuss who is a girl child. The girl has been described by biological female offspring from birth to 18 years of age. The age before one becomes an adult. That's what we call a girl child. This period covers the creche, the nurseries, and early childhood 0 to 5 years. Primary school between the age of 6 to 12 years, thereabout, or 6 to 11 years, depending on how brilliant the kid is. And secondary school between the age of 12 to 18 years of age. A girl child can also be described as your daughter. She can be described as your sister, your mom, your aunt, your grandma. A girl child can be described as your friend, your colleague. Do you know that a girl child is actually you? Is indeed you, because she's a woman in the girl and she's a girl in the woman. And I so much love what Penelope Lukewarm of psychology said. He said, outstanding woman can function as an inspiration. Outstanding woman can function as an inspirational examples of success, illustrating the kind of achievement that are possible for women around the world. And I want to say to you right now that every girl child demonstrates that it is possible to overcome traditional gender barriers, indicating to other women that high levels of success are indeed attainable. I just quoted what Penelope Lockwood said. She's a psychologist. And this year theme, talking about digital generation. A digital generation can be considered as encompassing people who were born into, or people that are raised into digital era, meaning with the widespread of our modern age technology such as smartphones, tablets, computers, digital information like internet. The term digital generation is increasingly being used to describe new competencies people in the 21st century. These have, acquired to equip themselves with the confidence and ability to effectively use digital services and the internet to find, to access, to generate new information and to communicate it to others. Do you know? Okay, in other words, let me break it down like this. In other words, when a person is able to interpret a digital media like sound, text, as well as generate new information from it by searching internet on a mobile device, or if you have someone, how would I put it now that you can understand? Okay, if you have someone that can perform other functions like sharing of photos and videos on our phones, use online marketing platforms, online banking, and the rest of it, that person is said to be digital literate. As more and more information is moving online, it is critical that girls and women have equal, safe, and reliable access to computers and the internet without access to technology, and even possessing the relevant skills to use it. Girls and women will continually be excluded from myriad of opportunities of social and economic leadership. Okay. Statistics has even shown us now that about half of the world population is women, who are ideally supposed to contribute half of the world's economy. They are supposed to contribute to the social and political input, but this is not the case as research has revealed otherwise. Aside from unequal access to education between boys and girls and women are often restricted to even have an equal access to technology, especially in developing countries. If the digital world grows without the input and participation of a girl and woman, we risk leaving them even further behind. Despite the effort to redress the balance over the last decades, girls and women, they still face barriers to digital training, experience, careers, and opportunities due to their gender. Hence, digital gender gap has grown wider in recent years. This must be addressed with safe and equal access to education, to skill training, but also by tackling the stereotypes and social expectations that hold girls shy back from technology subjects and careers. New technologies and the impact of COVID-19 pandemics are radically transforming learning platforms and jobs. Digital literacy is essential to thrive in this 21st century reality. But over 2.2 billion people below the age of 25, according to statistics, do not have internet access at home, with girls more likely to be cut off. In low and middle income countries, just 54% of women has access to mobile internet. The gender-digital divide in connectivity, devices, and use skills and job is real. It is an equating and exclusion gap across generation and geographic that is our challenge to address. If the digital revolution is to be for all, if this has to be for all, with all, too many people still think that girl child should not or even cannot build career in science and technology courses. But I will say boldly that I am a living legend of such courses. Girls are capable of doing everything boys are capable of doing. Do you even know that sometimes they have more imagination than men? Catherine Johnson, NASA mathematicians. That's an example. But let's just come down to this level and ask ourselves, what are the ways by which digital gender gap can be tackled in our generation? 1, educating girls equally. The first step towards improving women's and girls' access to technology and digital spaces is to push digital technology education and actively support and promote our girls' participation in related subjects. This will actually help ensure that they have equal access to opportunities and in the workplace in the future. However, our governments, families, communities, and organizations must also challenge the stereotype that dissuade girls from studying ICT subjects and pursuing careers in these sectors. One way to achieve this is to promote role models and mentors for girls so that they can grow up knowing and believing that their gender should not be a barrier to anything that they want to become in life. Another point I'd like to mention right now is closing the tech access and usage gap. Just closing the technology aspect and usage gap. Girls might be reluctant to access computer classes and internet cafes because these spaces are dominated by men and they are located in places that are not accessible to women. This can be remedied by creating classes and sections. Specifically, you can even target girls in location accessible to them and also teaching digital literacy and ensuring that they know how to get the most out of their devices. But we must also ask our women, our girls, what they need from technology. Do they want to connect with their peers, access information, and use it for mobile financial services or something else? What currently prevents them from utilizing creating technology to improve their own lives? It is important to carry out these surveys to know how best to tackle this challenge. And the number 3 point I'd like to mention today is making digital environment safe for our girls. Safety is a justifiable concern for girls and women. In online spaces, the digital world reflects that the diversity of the physical world and girls experience many of the same form of violence, harassment, and abuse online as they do elsewhere. Ensuring our girls are aware of the risk associated with using technology and being online and know what to do and who to contact if anything makes them feel uneasy is a crucial part of the closing the digital gender gap. Then the fourth one FunmiAyinke likes to mention today is empowering our girl child and women to create digital technology. It is important to recognize that how do I put it now? Okay, that the role of women and girls are not just as users and consumers. Girls are not just the users and consumers of technology, but as a developer, as a creator, we are too. Most of the technology and digital, most of these are technology and digital content that we use today. Most of these things we use today, family, they are. God help me. Okay, our girl child, we're not consumers of technology. We are creators. We are developers. The research has even shown that women and girls, we use technology and digital tools in different ways more than boys and men. And therefore, their needs are also likely to be different as we clear the path for women. As to clear the gap right now for our women and our girl child, they have to have access to technology and digital content on par with boys and men. And it's essential right now, whether we like it or not, it is essential that we also enable and promote their participation as the makers and creators of technology. And let me now state some positive effects of technology on our girl child, because all these things, everything that is good, sometimes has its own side effects. The effect of technology on our girl child in the generations the creativity and freedom of expression. This makes our girl child to be able to express themselves. Socialization and relationship building. Number 3, independence and empowerment. These are the effect of technology on our girl child. When I made the side effect, the good side of it, the good side effect of it, the problem solving and perseverances, entrepreneurial spirit. These are the advantages that this thing will bring to our girl child, even to enhance their learning skills. And we have examples of women that has changed the digital world. So when I mean that we can be a creator, I know what I'm saying. We have Ada Lovelace, that's the world's first computer programmer. She's a woman. And don't forget, she was once a child. We have Grace Hopper, the esteemed computer scientist. We have Eddie Lama, the inventor of Wi-Fi. We have Katherine Johnson, the NASA mathematicians. We have Adele Goldberg, the inspirator. I'm trying to remember what she did now. She's an inspirator for GUI. That is graphic user interface. Without all these women embracing digital media, they would not have been able to impact many lives in the world. And I'm going to conclude today by saying that investing in girls' education is one of the most transformative development strategies. We should prioritize effort, like we should all prioritize our effort right now, that we enable every of our girls to complete at least secondary school education and develop the knowledge and skills they need for life and work. This will only be achieved when the most disadvantaged girls are supported to enter and complete pre-primary and post-primary education. I hope I'm talking to someone. When we invest in our girls' education, look at what's going to happen. The lifetime earning of the girls is dramatically increased. National growth rates will increase. Child marriage rate will decrease. It will decline. I'm telling you. Child mortality rate fall. And you know what? Child stunting also drops. I hope I've been able to discuss this year topic just like I did last year. I've said it again this year. Let's listen to this and improve on our girl child, whether you like it or not. If you don't have a daughter, you will have a mother. You have a sister. You have an aunt. You have a grandma. So, the girl child, if you're a woman, is indeed you. Because there's a girl in a woman and a woman in a girl. And if you're a man looking at this, your mom, your sis, your daughter, every woman around you, they are the girl child we are talking about. Let us educate our girl child so that this world can be a better place to live in. Most especially Nigeria. God bless you.